I'm Chris.
And I'm Mark.
You're watching Two Cool Guys, Two Hot Picks.
I don't wanna front, I just wanna see ya. Please give me a sign, yeah. Please give me a sign if you wanna come.
Hello, and welcome to Two Cool Guys, Two Hot Picks, the only show where two second-generation comic book readers give you their hot picks for this upcoming new comic book day. My name is Chris the Comic Vet, and I'm going to throw it over to my friend Mark from Legion of Comics to see what his hot pick is for this upcoming new comic book day. Mark?
What is up, Comic Army? So my top pick for this coming new comic book day is none other than a brand new Black Label series coming out from DC Comics, and it's supposedly in prestige format, which I absolutely love. Written by Mark Waid, illustrated by Bryan Hitch. We have Superman, The Last Days of Lex Luthor. So in this title, we will be diving into Lex Luthor is on his final days of life, and of course he turns to none other than his arch nemesis Superman, and probably guilts him into finding a cure to save his life. So Superman is going to cross a lot of time, space, and dimensions looking for a cure, risking his life and the life of, I'm sure, countless other people to save his arch enemy. What would drive him to do that? I'm excited to dive into these pages and see what, in fact, it is, knowing that Mark Waid has been crushing it at DC from Teen Titans to World's Finest. I mean, he's been killing it for years, for decades. This man is phenomenal, what he's doing with Shazam. So obviously you don't want to miss out on this, and Bryan Hitch is a fantastic artist. I'm excited to see how well it looks in those prestige format pages. So be sure to check out the different cover options when you get there. There's a Kevin Nolan B variant, a Chris Samney variant, and then you have a couple of ratios by Yannick Paquette, as well as Evan Doc Shaner. So don't miss out on those. Be sure to check it out, and then come back over to the channel. Let us know what you thought about it and all that good stuff and more. Chris, what are you picking?
Mark, I'm going with the book that was on everyone's top 10 list last year. Well, let's get into the whole idea of Chip Zdarsky's New Byrne. Well, my hot pick for this upcoming new comic book day is just that. It's the return after 1 year. New Byrne, issue number 9. Now, this features a brand new story arc featuring our favorite character, Easton Newburn, from Chip Zdarsky and artist Jacob Phillips. By the way, this actually features a backup story again, if you remember. The last arc had a backup story featuring some origin stories of the characters in New Byrne. This particular one is no different. It comes from Nick Dragona and David Brothers as well, and it's called Go Back. So it goes back to the beginning, I'm presuming, of New Byrne and his introduction into trying to be the cooler, or at least detective, for 5 or 6 different mafias. So this particular story arc features New Byrne. When he's asked to investigate a missing mafioso, Emily begins to wonder how far he's willing to go for his own work and to protect her and himself. All right. Well, Chip Zdarsky's last arc was excellent. Like I said, it was on everyone's top 10 list, and I have the same feeling that this particular arc is going to do the same thing for everyone else's top 10 list for 2023. So those are our hot picks. And by the way, there are no variants. Just like other New Byrne comic books, all it's doing is just going with the one cover. When you have that good of a story, sometimes you don't need variants. So on behalf of Mark and myself, these are our hot picks for this upcoming new comic book day. We hope that you give them a chance. Until we see you again, Comic Army, please remember that we are Legion.